Okay, we are now
All right.
recording. So welcome everybody, and thank you for joining us on our Team Vaccination training for March 9th. I'm excited to have, I'm sure you're all familiar with, our dear friend Carla Archer, who has been doing a great job at helping people in the field with a training program that was endorsed by Jay Dollywall himself. And we're here tonight to kind of celebrate these people that have gone through some trainings and have been part of Carla's training group and have moved their business, moved their confidence level, moved to learn how they're doing things better online. And those are all great attributes when you're wanting to grow your network marketing business for sure. And so I'm really excited to have Carla here and celebrate these people tonight and their accomplishments, because as you all know that our philosophy, this company's philosophy and foundation for its reason for being, is based on the Japanese philosophy of Ikigai. And what's really incredible is one of our 4 pillars is that we are dedicated to self-improvement and getting better. And this, in all facets, helps us do that. And I think you're going to hear from these people tonight at just what it's done for them and their ability to move their business forward and what it's done for them personally. So as you all know, Carla's trained a number of times, and I'm always grateful to have Carla here and step up and do training. She has so much value to offer, and me to think of where Carla has come from since I first met Carla 4 years ago. It's just incredible. She is, I flew out to Saskatchewan before to do an event with Carla and spent some time with her and her husband Punch, and we had a great time. And to see, just this beautiful girl just blossom into this, this beautiful rose of sharing and wanting to help everybody is really near and dear to my heart. So without further ado, I think you're going to get a lot from this training. I know you'll learn a lot from Carla, and it's my great pleasure to introduce Carla Archer, who then, Carla, you can introduce your panelists. We're so excited to have you here tonight. Welcome, Carla.
Well, thank you so much, Terry, and thanks for that introduction. I remember very well when you came out to Saskatchewan, and I remember watching you speak to the crowd and thinking, how does he do that? I had my papers, and I was like all nervous in front of the group, and here he's just talking away, and I'm thinking, I don't know how he does that, but I want to be able to do that one day. And, Terry has really offered me the place and the space to be able to learn and to grow. And I'm so deeply appreciative of that. And I am so excited to be here. I think I messaged him about 3 times and kept saying, I'm so excited. I'm just so excited because I get to introduce some people to the field who maybe you haven't seen before on one of our trainings. And I just have to say that I so appreciate everyone who participated in the 30-day study group that we just wrapped up. There was 52 people who actually went through the program. There's 18 who've decided to continue on, and we have 5 or 6 here tonight, if we can get Peter on, who are going to share their experience with you. Watching everybody start the very first day. I've never been a teacher. I don't have children of my own, and I'm not saying that these people are children, but just that sense of pride that you get from watching somebody who comes in and is trying to find their way through the 30 days and how much they've grown and evolved. It's a sense of pride that I haven't really had the opportunity to experience before. And it's been such a pleasure to get to know so many of you guys through this experience. And I can't say enough about how excited I am tonight to be able to share and have some conversation with a few of the members of the study group tonight. So yeah, it's been absolutely thrilling for me. Terry mentioned about Ikigai, and he's exactly right. Terry always says, success leaves clues, right, Terry? You love to say that. And it's exactly true of these guys, because as they were progressing through the training, you could see more and more of their involvement. And people were commenting to me, oh my goodness, I'm seeing people's posts and their stories, and I'm seeing them more on Facebook than I ever had before. And it was just really exciting to be there in the background with them. One thing for me as a leader, learning too, wow, it was quite the experience on the other side side of the learning field, managing the study group, and just everything I got to learn because you chose to participate with me. So I am eternally grateful for that opportunity with you all. So thank you, thank you. You know, training is kind of like a vehicle. We all need a vehicle to get from point A to point B, but there's a lot of different styles out there. We could drive a car, an SUV, a truck. They come in different colors. They come with different options. And really, it's about choosing something, choosing some style of learning that suits you, giving yourself the time to work with it, practice, and stay consistent. That's really the key. So whatever it is that you choose something that resonates with you and just give it some time and allow it space to grow and decide where you're going to take it. And that's exactly what these guys did tonight. So enough about me talking. First, I'd like to bring on Jan Whitting. Jan, if you could unmute yourself.
Hi, Carla.
Hi, Jan. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
Well, I had a real special opportunity with Jan over the last 30 days because she just decided to go straight for the MLSP membership. And I said, I'll tell you what, as a bonus for having done that, every week we'll meet for about 15 minutes and just have a conversation. And I was so thrilled to be able to do that with you, Jan, because we didn't know each other before the 30-day study here, right?
That's right. Yeah. Well, thank you, Carla. I appreciate that you took the extra time with me to help me out.
Yeah, it was absolutely my pleasure.
Yeah.
And so I've really got to see how Jan really grown and evolved through her 30-day study group. But Jan, tell us a little bit about before you started the 30-day study group. What was your business online like for you?
I'm going to say my business online was non-existent. I didn't like the thought of cold prospecting people, which I know a lot of leaders will teach that. I didn't like that. I knew enough not to be spammy because there's a lot of people out there that are spammy. That was actually one of my introductions to Vox Life, was somebody who was very spammy on my feed. So I didn't post anything at all. I didn't do anything on Facebook. And so when I started the study group, I started learning, instead of the go for no, to go for yes that we've been taught. And I really loved the analogy that Stacy taught us, to be a lighthouse and not a searchlight. And just how to put posts out there that will attract people to me. Now, I know I have a long way to go, but I actually am seeing the path where to go now.
Excellent. Now, one thing that you had mentioned before too, you work online, so technically you understand the ins and outs of systems and computers and things like that. But more for you, it was about not being spammy and where to find people and how to talk to them.
That's right. And what to post. I didn't know there was different types of posts to put out there to attract people, like you're curious. I understood the term curiosity post, but once I saw some examples of it, it really helps out. And
Absolutely.
Quotes and that sort of thing. Yeah.
And for you, what I've really loved to see from you is that we've kind of formed our own little community of supporters, and you're really just right in there. You're putting people on, you're encouraging, you're communicating. How much are you enjoying that?
Oh, I love it. I love encouraging other people. So I'm actually a yellow. So for those that know the color personalities, I know I'm a yellow. So that's me. I just want to help other people.
Excellent. Well, that's been awesome. And I'm so glad that you've been part of this experience with us and that you came on tonight to share a little bit of your story, Jen.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me, Carla. And if Carla runs this study group again, I encourage everybody, you should jump on board.
Well,
you will learn lots.
Thanks for saying that. And It's been fun for us to be able to get to work together. And I think what a lot of people had said to me too over the 30 days was, it's nice to have somebody to turn to who's in the same organization as I am, who understands what I'm doing, and that is available for me to talk and ask questions to.
Right, exactly. Yes.
Excellent.
Thanks
for joining us tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next up will be Heather Cameron. Where's Heather?
I'm right here. Hi, Carla.
How are you doing?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Excellent. Well, I didn't ask Jan this. Sorry, Jan. I was just thinking of that afterwards. I should have asked. Okay, and I'll get you back on, Jan. But Heather, tell us, how long have you been with Vox Life?
It will be 4 years next month.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And I've had the great pleasure of getting to know Heather as well. We didn't know each other before the 30-day study group. You may have seen me on occasion, but we had never had the chance to speak. And Heather was much like Jan too, and she just said, okay, well, whatever, I'm just going for the full membership. So again, we got a chance to spend a little bit more time together and had a weekly session for about 15 minutes. But I think the biggest takeaway that I had from you, Heather, was that you're a coach. So tell me a little bit about why you decided to go through the 30-day study group.
Well, coaching to me is it's non-negotiable. You know, I am a golf professional, so I do teach, and I've played professionally on the tour. So I've had coaches all my life throughout golf, and I know I wouldn't have achieved what I achieved without help. So I'm one of these that if I want to do something and I want to hone my skills or improve, I'll look for somebody that's doing that and try and emulate them. So coaching to me is it saves time. You can not take shortcuts, but it can certainly save some time. So when I saw, let me just go back for a second, Carla. Before I found the 30-day study group, I had said to a friend, I don't know what to do online. I need to go find somebody to show me how to do sales. And of course, I'm going back to the old Zig Ziglar days, right? Of how do you do sales? And then this was posted on Team Vox Nation. So I thought, yeah, I'm going for that. So, you know, you show up, you say yes, you don't know what's going to happen. And now I'm a member of MLSP as well.
Excellent. Yeah. On to the VIP Academy too, where we're going to continue to work together some more. And I really appreciate your sharing, you know, your perspective as a coach. And I think that speaks volumes, especially as a coach yourself, to see the value in having a coach for yourself.
Well, I think, you know, I compare everything to golf. I'm sorry, but that's been my life.
I'm a golfer, so
yeah. Well, Carla, if you came to me and said, Heather, I you know, you came to me for a golf lesson, and we discussed your goals, and then I set up a plan for the lesson, and we had the lesson, and after information, you went home and you came back for your next lesson and you didn't do anything. I compare what we learned this weekend to our heads are all filled with knowledge. We have all the strategies. We're all feeling more comfortable, but now we have to go do it. So, you know, if we don't go do it, and I'll stand up, I confess, I haven't done my Facebook Live yet. I think it's imperative that if you're going to have coaching, and we've got tremendous coaching here in this group, that listen to what they say and go and do the work. You're not going to get any, you're not going to move forward. You're not going to move the needle if you don't take action.
Yeah,
that would be from a coaching perspective, and that's what I'm using to make me move forward. So.
No, and that's really interesting, because that's exactly it. Oftentimes we're looking for the next nugget over here or over there, and everything is oftentimes right in front of us. And it's just a matter of making the choice to commit, stay consistent, practice it, invest the time, and just get better and be realistic about how much time it's going to take to get better.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now that's one thing. So you mentioned the weekend because you had gone through the 30-day study group, but this past weekend you went to a level 1 workshop. And tell me a little bit about how that was for you, and then about the community sense, because we were all on a chat all weekend talking about your experience. Well,
it was energizing. You know, Marla's an awesome dancer. It was just filled with, I think just the energy gets you excited. So you were excited to learn. We didn't stop. We really didn't. I think we had 10 minutes for lunch. And it was a lot of information, but it wasn't information that you really said, oh, I really don't understand that. It was very straightforward, but there was a lot of it. And it was fun. The community between those of us that were there and the chat page you had set up, Carla, it was fun to go back and forth and encourage one another and ask questions. So for the rest of them that are here, that was great. I see Anna there. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it is kind of cool because we get to meet people within our own organization that maybe we wouldn't have connected with otherwise.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thanks for being on, Heather, and I really appreciate it. I'm excited tomorrow, we pick up and we continue on with what you guys have already learned and really start to put it into action now. So, still some learning, creating that consistency, daily method of operation, conversation, and so on and so forth. So.
And I encourage everyone that has not taken the study to go ahead and do that. Just sort of piggybacking on what Jan said there, Carla is our lighthouse keeper. She is the one that is there for us, and her support and her leadership was just amazing. So thank you, Carla, for doing what you're doing. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. That means so much to me. And, I truly do it because I love the company. I love the field. And if I can do anything that can help anyone in the field, that's really my truest intent. And like I said, it was such a pleasure for me on the other side to watch you guys and to get to know you and just to see your growth and excitement and involvement. So thank you. Excellent. So we have Mia joining us next. Is Mia on the call?
I am.
Hi, Mia. How are you tonight?
How are you? Good. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you. So Mia, a lot of us know Mia. I don't know. I've always seen your name. You're very engaging in the group. And how long have you been with Vox Life?
It was 3 years in October.
3 years in October. Excellent. And you and your sister both, I've got to meet the two of you, and it's so nice because my sister and I are both in Vox Life as well. So I really love that. And we had not met before the 30-day study group either. I had known of you, but we never had a chance really to talk. So I was grateful that you decided to join. So tell us a little bit about your experience.
Well, when I go back, like the reason I joined the study group was because, I kind of changed gears. I needed to get back on the horse. I'd lost motivation. I'd lost direction. I needed that beacon. I needed that lighthouse keeper. So that's really why I joined. And also, Jay's endorsing your training. So I thought if I'm looking for something, I might as well go with someone within our group. So what I've done some lives recently, which is pretty cool. I've been doing some vendor events, and I know that I need to do more of the other kind of posts, but still, I've really moved forward a lot. I've been much more active, much more engaged. I'm present, and I'm feeling more comfortable just talking with people when they private message you. I learned that you don't just say, okay, buy my socks. It's like, how are you? What's the weather like where you are? So I had an experience that happened to me on the weekend that I want to share with you, because I was in a vendor event, and this lady, she private messaged me. She sent me a friend request. So I said to her, well, thanks for the friend request, and she said, well, I do Sensi. There's a couple of different groups. And I said, well, that's interesting. She said, do you want me to join you want me to add you to my groups? And I said, have you been following my Vox Life posts? And she said, haven't never heard of it. End of conversation. Very spammy. So I know that was just a good example of I don't want to be that person. I don't care about your product. Just sign up with my group because I want to sell you stuff. So that was kind of cool.
That is pretty cool. And nice to see, like you said, even just having a bit more comfort being online and having an idea of the direction that you want to head in with it, and about having the conversations. And we are building relationships, but we're building relationships at the same time with an intention to get to know our customers, so we know what we can offer them. What's the solution they're looking for?
So one of the things I did learn is if somebody like that individual reached out to me, I go to their Facebook profile and I creep them. I kind of want to find out what they're all about, so that I can have that conversation with them.
Yeah, very good. Do you find a little bit, I won't say I'm a profile snob now, but yeah, we check out people's profiles and go, oh, I don't think they've had any training about.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, to me, it's about leadership as well. Like, I feel that, well, a couple of different things are going on in my mind. Sorry, I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, but
No, go
I
ahead.
feel one of the reasons I joined the group was because also I feel like I'm stuck at the same level all the time. I'm having trouble leveling up. My sponsor keeps telling me, Mia, you're so close. You're so close. And I just thought if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm going to keep getting the same results.
Yes.
The second thing is I want to be a leadership to my team, to my downline. And I think it's important to give them the message that it's important to train. If I don't show value in it, they're not going to duplicate what I do.
Yeah, I love that. That's a really great point, Mia. And I think you're a very good example of that because, you know, you decided I'm going to do this, I'm going to learn this, and you showed up, and that shows a lot to your team. I know you have some other teammates who also joined in and they're super excited. I won't mention her name because I didn't ask her, but my goodness, she just joined Vox Life and she's just over the moon excited. So
Oh, she's just rocking it. Yeah.
and it's so nice that you're there to, you know, be encouraging her and being able to see what's going on with her as well.
Yeah.
Carla, I just want to mention something about Mia's comment. Just an incredible comment, Mia, that you're investing in yourself to get better so that you can help your team be better. I mean, that's what leadership is about. Leadership is all about creating great leaders. And you guys are all becoming amazing leaders. And Carla knows that I've said this so many times. We all have those abilities within us. We all have that greatness within us, and we all take sort of different paths. But that is just a wonderful comment, Mia, that you're investing in yourself and becoming better because you want to be a better leader to your team. And that's incredible. And I think we should all write that one down, that invest in you so that you can become a better leader for the people in your downline. So great job, Mia. And by the way, Peter's on now, Carla, too.
Okay, yes, I saw that. Perfect. Thank you so much. And thanks for jumping in, Terry, because you're absolutely right. That was a really, really great point. And thank you.
So just a couple of things. I know that I've like Carla and I, when you and I talked, I decided that I was going to give the training at least 90 days. I didn't think 30 days was enough. It's just sort of a bit of a teaser, and I think continuing on with the training in alignment with Jay's promotion, I mean, the timing can't be more perfect, like what an incredible promotion that Jay's having, and what a great way to grow and help my team, to help them to get that level as well. So
excellent. Well, I look forward to working with you some more, and I know we have great plans to pick up here tomorrow and continue on with what we're doing, and exactly that, to be able to get to where we can achieve the goals of this this promotion that Jay has put out there. So I'm looking forward in the next less than 60 or 90 days now, but all the way till the end of August, to see how wonderful you guys all do with the promotion. So congratulations.
I want everybody that's on this call. I want the chat to be lit up. I want everybody to say I'm in for Jay's promotion. So
yes.
Yeah, I have one more comment that I'd like to add before I go. This is something I always taught my kids. It's a phrase I always told them: go as far as you can see, and then you can see farther. So basically, you don't have to have it all figured out. Like Terry always says, everything is figure outable. So just as you go along. So, and that's why training to me is so important, because as I go along, I've got to figure out the next step.
Absolutely. And, I love that you said that, Mia. Certainly that's been my experience. I've had a lot of things, show up in my world that I couldn't have even imagined, just because I said, okay, well, I'm going to try this and I'm going to give it some time and get immersed with other people who are doing different things. And then all of a sudden something wonderful shows up and I go, okay, I guess I'll try that, because I don't know how to do it, but I'll learn. And then more people show up to show me how to do it. And that's just kind of, how that road goes. So really great quote.
To me, training is so important. Choose the training that's right for you. There's a couple of individuals that I've tried, and I don't want to mention any names, but they didn't resonate with me. So it doesn't matter. I love Carla, and I would highly recommend Carla, but just find the training that works for you. You need to constantly grow and develop and learn new things for your business to grow and to grow your team.
Thank you very much. And I agree with you 100%. You know, if what I'm saying and what I'm doing doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Just find something. I always said that to my team members too. You don't have to be doing what I'm doing. You just need to be doing something. So find what works for you. Thanks so much, Mia. I really appreciate
Thank
you
you.
tonight. We'll see you tomorrow on the group. All right, we've got Peter on. Peter, can you unmute yourself?
Yep, I've got the mute off and I'm
There
working.
you are. Hello, sir. How are you tonight?
Fantastic, Carla. Sorry about not being able to get into the room, but
You're
my
here now.
computer-
That's what counts.
I'm here. My computer's having one of my brain nights, so to say.
So Peter, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been with Vox Life?
Joined at the end of November. And it was a pretty busy time because we've been going through with the new baby, grandkids and that. So I sort of backed away there for a while and was just in there in a bit, throwing in the ads here and there and letting people know that I had my other business up and running now. And
So
that's
what made
led
you
to.
decide to hop in with a 30-day study group?
What did I find? An amazing amount of resources there. I'm still going to go back to the saying that you can't teach the old dog new tricks. Well, the 30 days and after again this weekend, this old dog has learned some new tricks, and I've just got to put that into action plan from what I have been doing it the wrong way.
Well, I've really appreciated seeing your growth through the 30 days, Peter. You certainly have, you know, just dove right into the training, and you're posting and you're online and doing your stories, and you're always showing up. And it's been a real pleasure to get to know you as well, because we didn't know each other before the 30 days either.
No, that was it. The 30 days has brought us all together. And it's like the ladies kept me in line over the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good, right? You were the
Oh.
lone gentleman with the ladies at the workshop
Oh,
on the
trust me, that made it more interesting. And the camaraderie between us, even during the meeting, those quick time, the messages that we had going also in the private chat. I mean, I got my notebook here, and it is like pages of pages of pages, which will take me a bit of time, that with my concussion and my memory, to get everything down. But each day I'm sitting here, I've got my pad here. I've got to remember to do this today. I've got to do this, and I'll follow this and follow that. So, and that's all part of it. And thank you. That's what I can say. Thank you very much, Carl. And the ladies, that everybody has been motivational in the whole process.
Well, you're very, very welcome, Peter. It's been a pleasure to work with you, and it's been great to be able to work with you, because as you mentioned, you know, do you describe that you have a TBI?
Yep. Yeah, the plan is there, and it's like it's every day. I've got my note over there that's on my other desk, even though I work from the couch.
Yeah.
I get to the table when I've got a lot of stuff to do. But I've got the note that's over there on the back of the fireplace, and it now has it's got that listed, my call to action today. So as soon
That's
as I
right.
looked at, yes, this is what I've got to do.
Yeah, no, you're doing very, very well, Peter. I'm very proud of you, and we'll keep working as we go forward too, and take all your notes and put them into even more action going forward. So thanks for being here tonight, and thanks for sharing your story.
No, thank you again, Carl. It's fantastic.
You're welcome. Now we'll call Marla on. Hey, Miss Marla.
Hey,
How are you doing tonight?
I'm wonderful.
Now, Marla, my goodness, she is a spitfire. I have a hard time keeping up with her. She's always coming up with ideas. We're kind of like an energetic idea circle at times. Yes. But Marla, you came to not only the 30-day study group, but to MLSP as someone who spent a lot of time online doing your business, right? And you saw some of the different elements, you know, at the beginner level, we're getting in, we're learning about attraction marketing, but what are some of the tools that really attracted you to the program, you know, as a more experienced or seasoned individual online?
Well, I don't know that I was seasoned online. I was kind of stumped, and then I'd try something, and then I was stumped again. But background wise, I have 50 years in sales and education. And so I've been very frustrated. So for all of last year, I had been researching different ways to bring consistency for my team who was struggling now that events weren't available. And you could see they didn't know how to go online either. And I certainly couldn't lead at that point because I was skillless. Put me in a room of strangers and I'll manage it, but put me online and it's like I sucked. And so when Jay came on, and it's January 13th that he gave us permission, man, I was on with you because it's like, what have I not seen? Because I've already spent a whole bunch of money checking things out. And so I was in the door and in the first level 1 class within a week. I didn't take your 30-day. I just hauled ass. But then I watched your 30-day and set up, for my team. I got them going. And so it's been fun to see. I felt like I was choking on the whole frog. But it was like walking out into the, damn, this is all there is, because nothing else has been working. So why wouldn't I just try to take as many bites as I could and just move it? And so sorry if my expressiveness is a little over the top. It's just like, it felt like I got a spa treatment, if you want to say it that way, of knowledge and trust in taking what I knew how to do and put it online. Because I didn't want to be spammy either. I watched other people turn me off. I know how to build relationships, but the finesse that they have shown us to go back and forth and make this smooth is like, after this class, we can all just have buttery relationships. We don't have to have, this stop, start, sticky, stuck in the mud kind of stuff. So anyway.
Now, you were a person though who was working to learn or using funnels. You were, looking at advanced coaching, different things like that, right? Is that now? When I first started a funnel, I didn't even know I have a funnel in my kitchen, but I didn't know what a funnel was online. And so tell us a little bit about, what you found with MLSP and what they have set up.
Well, every funnel training that I got, just to give you the short, they wanted you to design your own program and market it. And I didn't want to design. I've done a lot of that and it wasn't in my house today. So when I saw MLSP, what happened was there's an email system, a customer relationship management system, which everybody needs to follow up because most everybody finds following up a challenge. And you don't have good notes on the last conversation. If you scribble on paper like I do, it's never to be found again. And then the funnels are templated so that we can just use some generic funnels and build connections depending on what our conversation has been with somebody. So we don't always have to have a product to build the relationship. We could just have a PDF piece of information. And they've got these pre-designed for us. Then we can develop our own landing page if we're an educator and we want to do something and market ourselves a tad differently. So we know that a lot of people in Vox Life are still doing multiple things. So it has more benefit than that. So actually we walked into the world of marketing in the digital era. And for me, who's 72, I really just am grateful that I got walked into there. And, we can all have a lively business for the next 15, 20 years because, and of course, those younger than us can go longer than us. But we are staying up with the times. And actually, we're the perfect team for this. If we're wearing neurotechnology and we've got this optimized, why would we ever say we don't want to use technology? Because that is going to keep us young.
Yeah, absolutely. And just back to the funnels, and like, I didn't know anything about a funnel and how that works. What's so nice about what they have to offer us is they have the templates, they have all the training to step-by-step how to go through it. And as a Vox Life user, you could create a landing page, which would mean kind of like a website, and you could send that to your customer and create a thank you page for purchasing. You could create an instructional page that had a video of you saying, okay, you need to wear these for 21 days or whatever it is that they bought. So it kind of elevates your customer experience to a whole different level. And that's all included in your membership. So it's a matter of learning all of that, but it has really taken my level of professionalism to a whole different level.
Well, I work with a lot of massage therapists and chiropractors who are looking to build protocols into their business and packages. And it's an opportunity for them to also put together packages with their services. And so whoever's using it, we all could come together and say, you know, this is my favorite package. If this is what you want to optimize, this is my favorite package, and you could send them different ones.
Right. Yeah, we're learning how to do challenges. So you could create a challenge with a package, like you said, so that it's all set up with intention. So it just gives you the ability to upscale your business a little bit, take it
Right.
to a level that.
It gets us out of selling one sock at a time.
Yeah.
And as we all know, we're not selling socks, we're selling technology. So it gets us in
One product.
We're using a tech process to sell tech. Makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Marla,
Yeah.
for being on today, for sharing your experience so far. It's been really fun to work with you, and I look forward to continue working with you over there on that side as well. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. Last up tonight, we have Heather Lemke. Hi, Heather.
Hi, girlfriend. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad.
Excellent. Well, thanks for being here. I know we've been working together since about the beginning of November. You were my first study group. And it's been such a pleasure to get to know you. We didn't know each other either before. So I have all kinds of new friends all over the place from this experience. So tell us a little bit about why you decided to join the study group and what that was like for you before you started.
You know what it was like before I started. Carla, I think I was like everybody else that's in this business and that's in every multi-level marketing business. We're very successful. We were going from doing in-person shows and dealing with people where they could feel my passion and conviction for my company and my products and our technology. And then all of a sudden, like the rest of us, we were thrown into a world where we were told to stay at home and do our business online. And I was just, totally overwhelmed. I didn't have the first clue how to start. Everybody's suddenly going online, booking online vendors events, didn't know how to do them, was not comfortable posting online. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, I get this message from you saying, would you be interested in joining this study group? And I was looking over my shoulder. I still think you've got a camera in our office here because I'll be thinking of you and then you'll phone me or you'll message me and it's sort of scary. Anyway, so yes, I joined your study group and it was amazing. It calmed me down, got me much more focused, and really taught me how to present myself and my business online and how to communicate with people, how to exhibit my passion and conviction for our company and our products, and the correct verbiage to use it instead of sounding like the girls are saying, like spammy and like a used car salesman. And it's completely changed my business and the way I communicate with people myself and the way I communicate online, for sure.
Yes. Well, it's been such a pleasure for me to see the changes in you, and you've been working so hard at it too, Heather. And I think you're a prime example of, give it some time, because your business has just continued to evolve and evolve and evolve, and you're doing all kinds of things that you weren't doing before, that's for sure.
You're right. And it's like Mia said too, though, I think there's so many different training opportunities out there. And I think, and I'm like the rest of you. I was looking at this one, I was looking at this one, I was buying into this, I was buying into that. But you have to find something that you resonate with and that you can, that works for you. And MLSP certainly has worked for me. I know there's some other really good training programs out there, but I just find that I resonate with MLSP. I've developed really good rapport and relationships with the people that were in our training group. I've learned the correct verbiage to use with people. I've learned what attracts people on social media, which was a huge breakthrough for me. And it's sort of fun playing mind games with people, getting them to approach me about purchasing my technology, my products, rather than me chasing them to try and do it. And I have a lot of fun with trying to plant seeds with people and just see how long it takes for them to get back to me. I'm having much more fun. I feel much more relaxed and focused in it now as well.
Well, it's really nice that you said that too, because I love that you're just playing with it, that play, explore, and discover, as Stacey has taught us, when we can just be okay with it not being perfect and start finding a way to talk, and feeling comfortable with it. And you know what, if you kind of mess one up, so be it, right? You just kind of go on to the next one.
Plant another seed.
Plant another seed, exactly. Well, your team has grown by leaps and bounds in the last little while here. You've been super busy with that. You've been very successful with your sales online. I know I've definitely seen, the growth within your wellness group and with your posts as well. So congratulations, Heather, on all of that. And thank you for saying that. And I do appreciate that too. I decided, okay, I'm just going to go for a year with these guys and see what happens, because I was all over the place too. And I was doing little bits of everything and not doing anything really well. And again, we're not here to say that this is the end all be all, but it's about, really, the message is about learning, putting into practice, and being consistent.
And I think it's important too, Carla, to point out that just by taking part in your study group in the program, the people that I have met doing that, I really have developed great friendships. And one thing with Vox Life, it's not just this line, downline, this downline, this downline. It's almost like a spider's web. And I find it daily, I'm communicating with people in all different lines in this company. And it's so much more rewarding because it's more like a family. And people have had such a hard time understanding that. And we have been very successful in the past couple of months getting our downline built. And I find that's one of the hardest things with these new people, especially if they've been in an MLM before. They do not understand the family connection in Vox Life. It's unlike anything that they've experienced before. And it's hard to get them just to settle down and go with it. It's fun.
It's kind of both ways too, right? Because that culture, we're all rainbows and sunshine over here, and then you go somewhere else that's not like that, and it's like, what's wrong with these people? Or people a little while to us, but it certainly is. I think just one of the most amazing things about our group is that we are such a family, and we do care about each other, and we're kind and we're nice and we're helpers, and that has been such a joy for me to get to know you along with so many other people that have participated in the 30-day study groups. So thank you for that. It's great to have you as a friend now.
Training with our group and continuing on with all of us. It just gives you a sense of community, and it's made it a lot more fun. And even though we're locked down, you're not alone. Yeah. Like, we never have been alone in Vox Life, but it's a lot of fun when you're doing stuff as a group. And it's I find I have a lot more confidence now in speaking with potential associates, potential customers, and I find that I'm much calmer and confident in the way I'm speaking to them. So I attribute a lot that to you as a guide and the training program. And I thank you for that.
Well, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. And it's been just a pleasure to be the guide, because I know what it's like to be looking for something, being involved in training and going, I just wish I had somebody I could turn to just to ask a simple question, or, for a little bit of direction. And so to be able to have done that for for the group, for the first study group, the second one, and now for the group in the VIP. It's been my honor and my privilege to do that. So thank you so much for joining tonight and for sharing your story, Heather. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Carla.
So thank you so much to everybody who joined in tonight to talk and share their experience from the 30-day study group, and for all of you who decided to go through the program. I know there's a lot of people who are hanging out in my online business guide group, and you're welcome to stay there. I'm going to still provide content. My 5-day profile makeover challenge is there as well. If you haven't gone through it already, or if you need to go back for a little review, we should be checking on our profile page probably at least every 30 days, because as we're growing and evolving, as you guys all are doing, it's a good thing to go back and just keep updating your information. But if you haven't joined the group already, you're more than welcome to come and join in. And I have a little poll going there as well, wondering, what would people like to see next? Would a 5-day training be more appealing, 21 days, or another 30-day training? Or if you're interested now in maybe going through the 30-day study group, then just, get a hold of me and let me know. But I just want to say a big congratulations again to, the 52 participants who went through the 30-day study group, and to the 18 who've decided to carry on and continue on this journey and give it some more time and create some more consistency. I look forward to working with you guys some more over there. So thank you so much.
Well, this has been fantastic, Carla, and so great to see, some of these wonderful people like Marla and Heather and Jan and Peter. You guys are fantastic. And what makes me so proud is to see that people are willing, because as we said, there's all kinds of trainings out there that people look at, and it's really a tough decision to make. When you're willing to invest in yourself and try and become better, it's like, what is going to be the best for me? I don't know. And I think when you participate with somebody like yourself, Carla, that's building your business in Vox Life, and this is all to help all of us do better at the mission, and the mission's to help 1 billion people. And so it just makes logical sense to me, and I'm sure to all of you, that if we can get better at doing what we're doing, at honing our craft, whichever way it is, it just makes sense that we're gonna be better at advancing the mission. We're gonna be better at building our business, and as Mia said, we can be better leaders for our teammates. And it's all about ILT: invest, learn, teach. And you've done a great job of that. And as Peter said as well, pages and pages and pages of notes. It's great. Now it's time to put them to work. Now it's time to put them to use. Let's get out there and do that. And so I encourage anybody that, hasn't looked at MLSP. It's endorsed by Jay. Certainly he agrees to it because corporate doesn't have their own training program. So he wants to endorse it. He's certainly proud of anybody that invests in themselves to not only better themselves, but to advance our mission, to sell and grow their product, because he wants everybody to take part in their success. He said that on many occasions. You have to take part in your own success. And so that means shuffling your feet. That means doing things that maybe you weren't so comfortable doing. And as Heather said, learning how to do online, learning how to be more comfortable and speak the language and some of the things. And I'm just so proud of all you guys for taking part. And who better to do it than Carla? Like, she's just an absolute gem. And, Carla and I have been friends, since day one, since she first got on that panel on the stage in Las Vegas. And she's like, me? What the hell? What am I doing up here? And now she's leading a study group. So we all, I've always said, we all have greatness in us. We just have to find it. We just have to have certain things pull it out of us. And maybe MLSP is for you, to pull that greatness out of you and teach you. If it's not for you, please find something that is. As Mia said, look around. Find something that's going to help you get better. It's part of our 4 pillars of Ikigai. It's part of us being better at what we do. And that is this business that we all bought. And, as Heather said, being a golf pro, when you're a golf pro, you want to get better, but you can't get better if you don't have a coach. You need somebody that sees something in you that you don't see to help you improve. And so we need people to show us, maybe things that we don't see in ourselves, and we have to be open to being coached. You know, we don't know it all. My goal is always to be the dumbest guy in the room, because if I get to be the smartest guy in that room, I'm going to find another room where I'm the dumbest guy again, so I can keep learning, because I never want to top up my glass ever. So I just thankful to you guys for investing yourself, helping with this mission, doing the best we can to get this product on people's feet. We're all going to continue on this path. We'll never be perfect. There was only one that was perfect, and that was a guy named Christ. So his name was Jesus. So we'll never be perfect, but I'll tell you what, we can certainly remain in the pursuit of excellence. And when you invest in yourself, you'll never go wrong with that. So bravo to everybody. Keep going. I'm your biggest fan. Good night, everybody. Thank you for
Thanks,
tonight.
Harry.
I'll have the recording up very shortly. Enjoy your evening, and thanks for being on. Take care.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.